Solid. Solid. Excellent. Good dawn, everybody. It's still dawn. So it's 11. It's only 11 over here. It is not noon yet. All right. Tonight, Slick and I are going live at 8 again to finish the Holy Mountain. Hopefully, it won't take longer than 3 hours, but there are quite a few more slides to get through than there were on part 1. Maybe about 20 more slides will need to be covered, because we did maybe about 110 or so out of like 220 or so, or 30, right? So, but it'll work out just fine. It'll work out just fine. Ah, yes. Hi, how are you doing? You don't belong here. You don't belong here at all. Alright, bye. Okay, so anyway. So, there's going to be some interesting discussion. We're going to be getting into the second half of the Rogue Gallery, as I'm calling it. As we're going through this cast of characters that represent the planets, right? And it's an on the nose representing. It's not like, oh, I get it, he represents too. No. It's just like the character says it as his first line in the film. My name is such. I represent planet. So it's on the nose, giving you that archetype, right? With a character who is completely self-aware of their archetype. And that's what you've been seeing so far. And we're gonna do Saturn is gonna be the first thing that we pick up on. It's gonna be interesting because the situations of the planets get much darker, starting over here with Saturn. It gets quite something. So, Saturn character whose name is Cell. She's this is also Valerie Jodorowsky, right? So this is Alejandro's wife, I believe. What's up, Slick? Anyway, no, I'm very aware of my so much so that I'm aware that you don't belong here. Anyway, it's very interesting what chooses to come your way for doing a live drive, right? Because naturally no one's going to say that about a recorded driving video, because obviously you did just fine, right? This is the hoping that I'm one that will have that day. I didn't do fine, right? I'm using NASCAR psychology for the idiots to fish for intelligence. So if you have intelligence, so come check out Holy Mountain. I have a 1 month chat limit on this live stream. Right? You have to have been a subscriber for a month in order to open your app, because of people like the trolls that I've been pruning from my shit. Um, I do not promote any such legal fictions as uh, these concepts of countries. I don't care for any of them. They're none of my business. I have no influence. They have no influence on me. We do not have a relationship, and I do not want a relationship with the drama and circumstances of anything outside of my world. The existential problems of the world are not welcome in my field. Oh, okay. Well. Thank you, Deleted, for letting me know that you only spend your time on YouTube listening to idiots. You are listening to idiots all fucking day. Look at the idiot you're listening to right now. So, what does it say about you that you are here wasting your time talking to a wall? Right? What difference does it make, huh? What difference does it make? Do I acknowledge Roman Reigns as my tribal chief? No. Roman Reigns acknowledges me as his tribal chief. Let's get that straight. Well, yeah. I pick and choose my fights, Alphonse, bro. Bro. What's your fucking problem, bro? That's right. I will argue when I damn well feel like it. Because this is the internet, motherfucker. It's not real life. It's not fucking real life at all. You don't want to have an argument. You'd rather argue with me on the internet so you can be so rude as to do something worth getting punched in the mouth that will never get you punched in the mouth. Right? Because you're a fucking coward. You know, and nothing matters to you. You just found this guy and said no shirt means not serious, means I control. Easily. Right? And that's what I ask for. I ask for the people that are like that because I'm interested in seeing how all this pans out, and I got no qualms playing around in the chat room. I hear you, mate, but the reason the world like it is because of the I ain't interest and I ain't voting mentality. No. The world is the way that it is because nobody fights and they vote instead. The world is the way that it is because we have replaced courage with politics. We have deferred our authority to forge our world to a collective that doesn't give two shits about you. You're sending your vows to complete strangers to entrust your fucking life and your family's life to these complete strangers whom you do not know even how to hold accountable, because these strangers are alien to you and they wear the mask of your native familiarities as a false trust, and you expect a vote to do any difference. You expect the vote. You can't fucking argue for yourself. You need an idiot to argue for you. Do you need a man driving his car with his shirt off to speak for you? Do you need a cunt in a suit with proper posture and acts like a saint all day, which is nothing like you, to speak for you, fuck off. No. No. Voters are the fucking problem, because voters are fucking cowards that want to have organized fucking crime rule the world through the police officers. Police officers are upholding organized crime as co-signed in statute. And it's organized crime because if you look at the fucking proper conducts of law, they violate all the proper conducts of law because it's criminalizing unwanted contracts. You're born into a world and you're signed to a contract by people who voted. You know, you get a birth certificate at 0 years old, you have no agency. And it's your birth certificate, to your name, to your person. That you had no agency, no wherewithal, you were just incarnated. You haven't even fucking figured out language and writing yet. And now you're expected to be soul-bound contract by a agreement that was forced upon by people who voted and enacted thugs of organized crime registered by the state unto do it. And then this habit continues forward when you register to vote. Which also puts you up in the draft registry when you register to vote. It simultaneously does that. Did you know? No, you didn't know. And the draft is still on the fucking books. It's been suspended. They never fucking got rid of it. They never get rid of anything. They make a special law that suspends the prior law, and then they can fucking strip that suspension away in an emergency. Right? This is why they can throw the threat of racketeering charges at you, and then nobody gets a fucking racketeering charge. At least not in the fucking government, when you can fucking prove it happens. And you expect me to fucking vote. Vote. That's like saying, do you pray? Yeah, do I feast upon fucking, you know, the innocent? Only vegetarian livestock of a non-human origin do I feast upon, do I prey upon, and only that. I do not prey upon my fellow man, I do not prey upon my gods. How dare you? Right? And prayer, like, you gotta watch Holy Mountain. You know, go watch part 1, because it covers it in part 1, because it's the opening of the movie. It's the fucking fucked up world of the status quo. The world that fucking, it's not really about the voting, it's just about the fucking way the people are that makes the life the way that it fucking is. Right? It's a world that is in complete contradiction to the ideals espoused in the political stratums of that fucking nation. And meanwhile, it's a third world fucking horror show, and all the fucking Christians and voters are fucking fine and dandy with it as long as they're not the ones on their knees getting their heads blown off. And you expect me to fucking vote? Do you pay your fucking taxes too? Like a good little cuck? You're afraid of getting in trouble, so you don't do the right thing and not pay your taxes? Right? You want me to fucking vote? I vote for a person, and then the things that you expect the person to do don't get done. And because my day wasn't complete shit today, I'm supposed to be fucking grateful. You're eating the world shit, and your minds are shit because of it, and you have shit coming out of your mouth, and you prove it every day, because the man with his shirt off is of more substance than you, and you don't come here to do anything other than to put another man down with nothing of value of your own. When I fight in a comment section, when I fight in a chat room, I got fucking something to say. Or I'm defending mine or someone I care about's character. And they are the ones that demean the conversation first, and I make my appropriate retaliations. If people want to think they can fucking insult me first, and then act like I insulted them first, when I shove it down their fucking throat. Gaslighting doesn't work on me the way you like, the way you think. Because I know how to run that fucking algorithm right out the fucking... Because I have the endurance. I have the endurance to get the fucking last word, or to let you get the last word after I've revealed who you fucking are to the audience. That's not trolling. That's something on a whole other fucking... And it's more fucking effective. Oh, and it's more hostile, too. People don't like the guy who fights the troll as much as they like the troll. Usually because nobody ever fucking argues with the fucking troll. And the troll can often start as very passive-aggressive. And then you just try to have a fucking conversation about a concept. You know? And yeah, you're maybe challenging what they fucking said. Ideas need to be fucking challenged in the goddamn fucking public forum. I have a fucking responsibility to fight for a concept, right? You know, this is why I pushed it a little bit. I was hanging out and fucking chanted this fucking live chat, and I got into it in the fucking live chat. And, you know, I pushed it to the point where he had to tell me to cut it out. And I was like, I am on fire right now. Gotta respect the boss of the channel. Just gonna take a break. Hard feelings, love chance. He's gotta do what he's gotta do. I gotta do what I gotta do. Not to fucking read the room. But here, I'm the boss. I make the rules. And I think that wrestling is fun to watch. So, if anybody wants to wrestle with me psychically by having a fucking real argument, go ahead. Otherwise, I'm just gonna fucking, like, block you and make your words disappear. Because freedom of speech means that in my space, I control what I say. It's like you get to have control of your words where you say. In your house, certain things are not to be fucking said, period. Well, this channel, regardless of the parameters of YouTube, is a digital expression of my fucking house. My fucking rules. I fucking set the tone. Fuck you. I am not some stiff fucking educator who has come here to fucking make you a learning channel. I am a serious person rebuilding himself in a world that makes you think that the conspiracies have the power to destroy you, when really you're just a bitch who likes to complain all day and doesn't like it when somebody tells you how it fucking is to do for oneself, to sacrifice for oneself. Ah, I love the gym. That's such a wonderful view. Let's see. That's what's up. Pantser for the week. All right. Anyway, so that's Saniko. Hey, what's up, Saniko? Yeah. So anyway, got a bunch of losers. They just have a shit reality that they have some form of fucking comfort in, and I make them very uncomfortable. Right? I could do a stream like this, and then the only thing to really fucking talk about that comes out of their mouth is their fucking attitude problem. Like let's psychoanalyze your attitude problem. Let's and then I'm playing this mirror reflection. So it's like let me show the world what a shirtless me running my mouth while driving sounds like. Right? And let's see. Okay, so none of them are listening. None of them are listening. None of them are listening. All of them are asking me stupid, silly personal questions. The title of my video didn't make any sense. The heading point that I made at the very beginning didn't make any sense to them. And they're too lazy to track it back a little bit, maybe listen at like 0.5 speed or something to get up to speed with the conversation. Yeah. Because ultimately I'm talking about Jodorowsky's The Holy Mountain, the part 2 that's coming up, and how we're going to be going through all the archetypes again. When I'm going through the middle of that, it's like, okay, I see what they're doing. I get it. I'm like that, It's just like, I'm Zerlath Immortal, and my planet is Mars. Right? This is the kind of characterization going on, right? It's fucking fun. It's fucking fun. You can't doubt how much fun it is, right? So this continues to go through this horror show, kind of showing you these back workings of the fucked up mechanics of the corruption in the world. And then it goes into the pursuit of the Holy Mountain, which is a complete shadow work journey. And that's where I think this gets really interesting as a film, as we're going to talk with Slick, because, these characters involved with this horror show behind the scenes, they're the ones that are also more human, while also being amongst the apathy, the evil of apathy, right, in their positions. And ultimately, because the thing that makes the next segment we're going to start with interesting, with the Saturn character Cell, played by Jodorowsky's wife, is that straight up psychopath. Like straight up psychopath. But this is a lesson in that very, very, very rare distinction of the imprinted psychopath, that their nature is not psychopath. And it's showing you, here's an extreme way. You take a fucking heartless cunt like Cell, and you make her a fucking, human being, right? You bring her to her own fucking darkness, and get her to turn towards the light, right? That's an inherent theme with what goes on as they are going through these rituals on the journey. And it's a good inspiration for anybody who is trying to, do certain kinds of shamanic work, figuring out how you take any of your ritual practice and then turn it into, like, basically a workshop. Because, I'll be talking about, as this progresses, just the parallels, really, to, we do this all the time now with these corporate camps, right? They're not necessarily occulted, although I'm sure some of them are. Even Burning Man was kind of like a corporate retreat for a lot of people, right? So, at the same time, none of this can ultimately make you a good person or you a positive influence on the world from which the corruption you are are sitting at a high level, right? So have I ever done acid? No, I've never done acid. I've done ayahuasca and I've done mushrooms. Um, that's about all I've done for hallucinogens. The ayahuasca was just one time. And mushrooms I've done several times of different strains. But anyway, I will catch you guys later. I'm gonna go pump. You know, gay stuff.